Have you ever wondered how a crisis in a small strip of land like Gaza can grip the entire world's attention? Well, let me tell you, it's not just about the size of the land, but the magnitude of the politics involved. Our story today revolves around a tiny but pivotal piece of land, Gaza, and how its ongoing crisis has become the epicenter of international politics. It's like the world's most intricate game of risk, where four powerful nations, China, Iran, Russia, and Turkey, have flexed their muscles and imposed extensive sanctions on Israel. First in line is China. Now, China isn't just known for its Great Wall or its delicious Peking duck. In this chess game of geopolitics, China is the queen, moving in any direction it pleases. It's using its diplomatic networks and economic might to exert pressure on Israel. Think of it as their way of saying, hey, we're here and we mean business. This move is not just about the crisis in Gaza, but a clear indication of China's ambition to increase its influence in global politics. Next, we've got Iran. No, it's not about their Persian rugs or their caviar. Iran is playing a strategic game here. A longtime adversary of Israel, Iran is supporting Palestinian rights not just out of sympathy but as a way to undermine Israeli authority. It's like they're saying, two can play at this game, Israel. Then there's Russia. In this political chess game, Russia is the knight, making unexpected moves to achieve its larger geopolitical goals. They're not just joining the sanctions party for the fun of it, they're looking to undermine Western dominance and establish their own influence in the Middle East. Finally, we have Turkey. Turkey isn't just about its beautiful beaches or mouth-watering kebabs. In this complex equation, Turkey is showing its dedication to defending Palestinian rights and its desire to become a regional power. It's like they're saying, we're a force to be reckoned with. This situation is like a game of high-stakes chess, with Gaza as the board and nations as the players. The question is, who will make the next move? In this chess game, China is playing the queen, moving freely and exerting pressure on its opponent, Israel. China's influence in the Middle East is growing at an impressive pace, and it's not just because of their love for hummus. They're using their economic might and diplomatic networks to apply pressure on Israel. But this is no ordinary pressure. This is the kind of pressure that makes a diamond out of coal. You might call it China's economic kung fu. China's strategic game plan is simple: use economic sanctions to influence regional power dynamics. The goal? To increase its influence in global politics. Now that's what we call a power move. It's like a game of chess where China is not only playing with the queen, but also has a few extra knights and bishops up its sleeve. And what's interesting is that this isn't just about Israel. No, this is about the entire Middle Eastern region. China's decision to impose sanctions on Israel is a clear indication of its determination to be a major player in the region. It's like that one friend we all have who always wants to be the center of attention, but in this case, with a lot more geopolitical implications. However, China's move is also a reflection of its larger geopolitical goals. It's not just about flexing its economic muscles, but about reshaping the global political landscape. Like a master sculptor chipping away at a block of marble, China is meticulously carving out its place in the world order. But it's not all serious business. Let's lighten things up with a joke. What do you call China's strategy of using economic sanctions to influence politics? A sanctionary tactic. Get it? Sanction and visionary? Okay, maybe geopolitics isn't the best source for humor. China is not only playing the game but also changing the rules. It seems like China is not just content with playing chess. They're looking to redefine the game, and everyone else is just trying to keep up. So as we watch this grand chess match unfold, one thing is clear: China is making its move, and it's a power play that could redefine the game. While China is busy rewriting the rules, Iran, the rook, is making its move straight toward Israel. Now let's talk about Iran. It's no secret that Iran and Israel have a history of animosity. So it's not surprising that Iran is seizing this opportunity to undermine Israel, using the crisis as a strategic tool. Picture Iran as a chess player, moving its pieces with precision and purpose, eyes fixed firmly on the opposing king. But the king here is not just Israel, it's the power dynamic in the Middle East. Iran's support for Palestinian rights is not a new development. But in the light of the ongoing crisis in Gaza, this support has taken on a new significance. It's like Iran is rocking the boat in the calm waters of Middle East politics. And when the boat rocks, the ripples spread far and wide, affecting more than just the immediate players. By backing Palestinian rights, Iran is not only challenging Israel, but also reinforcing its own position in the region. It's a strategic move, a calculated play aimed at realigning power dynamics and establishing Iran as a major actor in Middle Eastern affairs. And it's not just about Palestine. It's about showing the world that Iran can hold its own in the international political arena. This is not just a game of chess, it's a game of thrones, and Iran is using the Gaza crisis to stake its claim to the throne, to assert its influence and power. But remember, in this game, every move has consequences, and the consequences of Iran's move are yet to be fully seen. So, as the crisis unfolds, Iran continues to make its moves, playing its part in the grand chessboard of Middle East politics. It's a high-stakes game and Iran is playing for keeps. For Iran, this game is about more than just Palestine. Now let's see how this play affects the other pieces on the board, because in this game, no move is made in isolation. Every action has a reaction, and every decision has repercussions that echo throughout the region and beyond. Here comes Russia, the knight, making unexpected moves to outmaneuver its opponents. Now, if you've ever played a game of chess, you'll know that the knight is a tricky piece. It doesn't move in a straight line. No, it leaps over obstacles, catching its opponents off guard, and that's Russia for you, folks. In the grand chessboard of international politics, Russia is playing its own game, supporting sanctions on Israel and shaking up the status quo. You see, Russia, led by none other than President Vladimir Putin, has a certain knack for geopolitical maneuvering. It's as if Putin is giving the world a bear hug, only this one leaves nations gasping for breath. Now, Russia's decision to back sanctions against Israel isn't just about showing solidarity with the Palestinians, or making a statement against Israel's actions in Gaza. Oh no, this move is part of a broader strategy, a power play if you will, that aims to undermine Western dominance in the Middle East. The Middle East has long been considered a playground for Western powers, with the United States and its allies wielding considerable influence. But Russia, the knight, is making its moves, challenging Western dominance, and carving out a role for itself as a power broker in the region. By joining forces with China, Iran, and Turkey, Russia is signaling its intention to reshape the region's power dynamics. It's like Putin is saying, checkmate, Western powers, we're playing this game too. And let's not forget, this isn't just about the Middle East, this is about global geopolitics. Russia's support for the sanctions on Israel is a message to the world. It's a declaration that Russia is a global player, a force to be reckoned with, a nation that won't be sidelined or ignored. So, as the world watches the unfolding crisis in Gaza with bated breath, Russia is making its move, boldly and unapologetically. Its decision to back sanctions against Israel is a testament to its geopolitical ambitions and a clear message to the world about its intentions. In this game, Russia is not just a player, but a game changer. Last but not least, Turkey, the bishop, is taking a diagonal route to establish its authority. Ah, Turkey, the land of kebabs and baklava, led by none other than President Erdogan. But we aren't here to discuss their culinary delights or the president's mustache, are we? Turkey's bold stand in the ongoing crisis has made it abundantly clear that the nation is not just about delicious food or historic architecture. It's an ambitious player on the chessboard of Middle Eastern politics, seeking to become a regional powerhouse. Erdogan's Turkey trot in the Middle East is much more than a dance. It's a strategic move, a political gambit. By staunchly supporting Palestinian rights, Turkey is not only presenting itself as a champion of justice in the Muslim world, but is also trying to garner support and consolidate its leadership credentials. For Turkey, this is not just a conflict, but a platform to showcase its leadership. As the dust settles on the chessboard, the world is left wondering, what next? The sanctions imposed by China, Iran, Russia, and Turkey on Israel have sparked tensions that reverberate beyond the borders of Gaza. The future of international politics and regional stability hang in balance as we witness this pivotal moment in Middle Eastern affairs. These sanctions, a testament to the strategic ambitions of the four nations, have upended the status quo, casting a shadow of uncertainty. China's economic prowess, Iran's support for Palestinian rights, Russia's geopolitical aspirations, and Turkey's quest for regional dominance have all been thrown into stark relief. As we navigate these choppy waters, we must ponder over the future. Will these sanctions foster peace or fuel further conflict? How will the balance of power shift in the Middle East, and what will be the ripple effects on a global scale? Remember, in this game of international politics, the pawns matter as much as the kings. Share your thoughts in the comments below and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.